In the heart of New York City, among its soaring skyscrapers and sleepless streets, lived a boy the world never noticed. His name was Harry. No parents, no home, no school, just a quiet fire inside, to learn, to rise, to build. This is not just a story of success. It's a story of survival, of grit, and of how a broken laptop sparked a revolution. This is the journey of Harry, the boy who coded his way out of homelessness. In the heart of New York City, where tall skyscrapers scrape the clouds and yellow taxis zoom past in every direction, there lived a boy named Harry. But unlike the people bustling through Manhattan in suits and briefcases, Harry had no home, no parents, and no one to call family. At just 10 years old, Harry had already experienced more pain than most people do in a lifetime. After losing his parents in a tragic car accident, Harry was placed in the foster care system. He bounced from one home to another, each one more temporary than the last. Some families were kind at first, but soon grew tired of him. Others barely paid attention to him at all. A few treated him like a burden. One day, tired of the silence, the rules, and the coldness, Harry quietly ran away. He ended up near Grand Central Station, where he found shelter near a small food cart that sold coffee and bagels. The old man who ran the cart noticed Harry sitting nearby for several days. He wasn't begging, just watching. Finally, the man asked, "Hungry?" Harry nodded. The man gave him a bagel and said, "You can sleep here, but you'll have to help me clean." And that's how Harry's journey began. Not with a classroom or a playground, but with sweeping sidewalks and washing cups. Harry may have been poor and homeless, but his mind was sharp and hungry. Every morning, he observed people rushing to work, many of them talking about business deals, apps, stocks, and startups. At night, when the city lights dimmed and the streets became quiet, Harry would gather discarded newspapers and magazines from trash bins. He read whatever he could find, articles about technology, business stories, even user manuals from broken electronics. He had no internet, no school, no teacher, but he had a burning curiosity. One morning, a regular customer, a young software engineer, noticed Harry staring at his laptop bag. "You like computers?" he asked. Harry nodded shyly. "I want to build something too, one day." The man chuckled, impressed by the boy's confidence. For the next few mornings, he chatted with Harry during breakfast, answering questions like, "What is coding? How do websites work? Can someone like me build something?" Before leaving for a new job in San Francisco, the engineer gave Harry a gift, an old broken laptop and a note. "Fix this. Start from here." Harry couldn't believe it. He held the broken laptop like it was treasure. But now came the hard part: fixing it. He walked several blocks to a local electronics repair shop in the Bronx and offered to clean the store in exchange for lessons. The owner, amused but touched by Harry's spirit, agreed. It took weeks, but finally, with trial, error, and pure grit, Harry repaired the laptop and powered it on. It was old and slow. It barely connected to free Wi-Fi from nearby cafes. But for Harry, it was a gateway to another world. Harry now had a new routine. Mornings were spent helping at the food cart. Afternoons went to odd jobs, washing cars, cleaning restaurants, or delivering flyers. And at night, he sat near the library or cafe, using their Wi-Fi to download tutorials, watch coding videos, and build his first lines of HTML. He started with basic websites, then moved to CSS, then JavaScript, then Python, then databases. Every failure was a lesson. Every bug he fixed felt like a victory. No school, no teachers, just a laptop, determination, and long nights in the cold. By age 15, Harry had begun taking small freelance jobs, helping local businesses create websites, fix computers, or set up emails. Most people didn't even know he was homeless. He bought better clothes from thrift stores. He saved every dollar. But more importantly, he had a vision. "I want to create a platform," he told himself. "One where kids like me, in shelters, in foster homes, on the streets, can learn to code and dream big." He called his idea Code Roots. When Harry pitched his idea to local organizations, many laughed at him. "You're just a kid. You've got no degree. You think a homeless teen can start a tech company?" But Harry had heard it all before. Instead of giving up, he kept building, coding during the night, recording demo videos, creating a prototype of the Code Roots platform. Eventually, a nonprofit organization noticed him. Then a startup incubator gave him a chance. He was selected for a tech bootcamp scholarship. Code Roots was simple but powerful. A mobile-friendly platform where underprivileged kids could learn to code using just a basic phone or low-end computer. It offered gamified lessons, offline modules, and community mentoring. The concept exploded. NGOs signed up. Schools wanted access. Tech blogs featured Harry as the boy who coded his way out of homelessness. He was invited to speak at events. He stood on stages he once cleaned floors beneath. Harry, now in his early 20s, had become the CEO of a fast-growing ed-tech startup. But he hadn't forgotten the streets that raised him. He returned to that same spot near Grand Central, where the old coffee cart once stood. He built a tech center for homeless youth, offering free internet, laptops, and coding classes. He expanded into the Bronx and Brooklyn, opening community learning hubs and partnering with shelters. Every child he helped reminded him of the boy he used to be. Harry's story was never just about money or fame. It was about possibility. He didn't have a degree, a stable home, or family support. But he had curiosity, discipline, vision, and an unshakable belief in learning. He often said in interviews, "I didn't grow up in a mansion. I grew up under a food cart. But that cart gave me my first job. That laptop gave me my first dream. And coding gave me my first chance." The message to the world. Harry's journey teaches us that you don't need to be born into privilege to create impact. Being an orphan doesn't mean you are alone. Being homeless doesn't mean you are hopeless. If your hunger to learn is strong enough, the world will open up to you. Malna friends, if you found Harry's story inspiring, please like, share, and comment your thoughts. And don't forget to subscribe